What comes to mind when you think of the word permanent? For some, permanent is a feeling or the idea of stability. To them, it's a state of mind. For others, though, permanent is a lot more literal. Permanent to them could be the bed they sleep in or the roof that they live under. It could be the meals they share with their family for breakfast or dinner each morning and night. Despite there being many varied definitions and associations for the word permanent, most of us can agree on a few things being permanent for everybody. One of those few things are tattoos. To put something inked onto your skin forever requires a significant amount of passion. Whatever you get tattooed on you typically is something that is very important and means a lot to you and is something that you care about enough that you want to keep it on you forever. So how would you feel if that special thing to you, that thing that helps you do well, perform well, makes you feel like you've got a reminder of how strong you are, how would you feel if that thing prevented you from getting a good job, prevented you from success? A survey including 5,000 people in 2014 revealed that 51% of the general public considers tattooed people to be lacking in seriousness. From moderngentleman.net, 63% of people over 60 don't even approve of tattoos in the office at all, visible or non-visible. Also from moderngentleman.net, 6 in 10 employers would not hire a candidate with a face tattoo. Tattoos in America are a form of expression and are protected from criminal law by the Constitution, but unfortunately that means they are not federally protected in individual workplaces. From stylepod.com, 76% of employees feel tattoos and piercings hurt your job interviews. Piercing statistics show that percentage of people who have had piercings is 61% of adults. The worth of an employee, however, is not contingent on their appearance or body image. Some of the best workers may be covered in tattoos underneath their suits. Others may even have the dreaded drunken mistake tattoo. But having ink embedded into their skin is a design that is the individual's choosing, and it does not alter their ability to be productive, charismatic, or good at what they do. Fortunately, there are solutions to this tattoo discrimination. You can sign a petition to remove this discrimination from the workplace at www.change.org. The law of equality in the workplace should cover those with tattoos. Even people with a PhD and a master's degree who are very qualified workers have been turned away from important and big job opportunities because of multiple visible tattoos. A 2014 poll found that 77% of employers may be less likely to hire someone with tattoos. A visible tattoo is not a legitimate reason to not hire someone. Equal opportunities for tattoo professionals. It's something that it shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't even be a thing for tattooed people to not be employed. There is no reason to stereotype and not give someone a job just because of something on their skin. Think about that. There's a petition on change.org, another one, that advocates for equal opportunities for these tattooed professionals. The petition states that employers can legally discriminate against applicants and current employees solely based on the physical appearance and characteristics of their skin, and that is not right to them. These employers can also require an employee to have their tattoos covered at all times, even despite climate or cultural heritage. Everyone should be entitled to have power over their own body and cultural practices without fear of being considered less than for the rest of their life because of them. In 2019, which is recent, last year, tattoos are still considered taboo despite the fact that 36% of Americans have at least one. However, we can visualize the differences between discrimination against tattoos or piercings in workplace settings and no discrimination and acceptance of tattoos and piercings in the same settings. The difference between discrimination against tattoos or piercings in the workplace and no discrimination against those things would be the idea of workplace equality. Tattoos are a form of self-expression that shouldn't serve as a reason to discriminate against someone, as I've been promoting throughout this whole speech. Without discrimination in a workplace, you can visualize that workers can freely express themselves and still be considered able and worthy of getting each of their job done each of their jobs done. Without discrimination against tattoos in the workplace, our employment rate would go significantly down. Statistics show that 37% of HR managers feel that tattoos are the third most likely physical attribute that limits career potential. 42% of people of all ages feel that having visible tattoos is very inappropriate at work. So as you can see, there are many that oppose having visible or many tattoos at workplaces. But I call into question today, how is that important? How do tattoos on someone's skin determine their worth, their value, their productivity as a worker, them as a human being? Should you look at someone and judge them by the color of their skin and not hire them on that? No, you wouldn't. Would you not hire someone based on their gender? No, you wouldn't. So why would you look at someone and what they've done with their own body and decide not to hire them? Is it your body? It's not. The answer is no. And in conclusion, I urge you to sign a petition about this. Talk to a manager at your work, or do whatever you can to get rid of this discriminatory, negative stigma around tattoos in the workplace. This stereotype of laziness and rebellion turns hiring managers off of top-notch possible employees, hurting not only that person's career and potential, but in turn their own company can suffer. Perhaps they skipped out on a valuable asset to whatever their career is, simply because the person trying to fill the needed spot had ink on their body. If you truly think about it, stereotypes and stigma aside, is that not one of the most silly reasons not to hire someone ever? Does ink on one's skin now determine their abilities? Again, as I've stated, the answer is no, and it should never be anything but. Today, I call you to make a difference in this way too accepted discrimination. There is a petition you can sign on change.org. Thank you.